Everett.
We made it. And I will jump in and say we're just showing this to show it.
It's just been really stressful.
Don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. I have no regrets, yeah, I'll tie up my chest. I'll never forget what it's like to be in debt. Been stabbed in the back bed, I'll show you what happens. Pass me the mic and I'll show you with action.
We only stayed in Spencer Spit for one night, and then we headed out to cross the Strait of Juan de Fuca to get over to Port Townsend.
Alright, finally got the sails out. It was pretty sporty this morning. But we said screw it. The wind wasn't going the right direction. Woo! Decided to come out in the dinghy in the strait, get a little action shot out here. The wind cut down, well, we cut down to like 4 knots. Figured that's enough for the dinghy can catch up. Probably not a smart idea, but first time ever had a little 10-foot dinghy in the strait of Juan de Fuca. I think that's how you pronounce that. So, kind of fun, but yeah, figured to get some good shots for you because we don't like flying the drone, so we feel safer putting a person out. So, that's good.
We only stayed in Port Townsend for a night and then headed out the next day to get back to Everett as quickly as possible. There was no wind, so it was just a very calm motor the whole way. But we were just trying to get there as fast as possible to beat a windstorm that was coming soon. Everett.
We made it. We're not sailing.
Storm number, like, I don't know, 14. I'm not even exaggerating, since we've been out the last 2.5 months. But it looks crazy right now. I just wanted to show. Oh, it's cold too. Oh, it's cold. The water's doing weird stuff too. We had like 30+ knots last night and the night before. And I think we're supposed to have around the same again tonight. It's like a 3-day long windstorm. We're just waiting to basically be hauled out in a couple of days so that we could fix the damage to our boat, but we have to wait for the haul out date. So we're just sitting here. And it's cold, so I'm gonna go inside.
Hear the chat. All right, so we didn't videotape that because it's kind of a hassle. Get out. The guys here do awesome at hauling out, but it was kind of a hassle, you know. So we were waiting until it got locked down. We asked them if they could lock it so I can work on it, but this is the damage. There you go. So you don't see much here. Hopefully the camera catches this, but got some pretty deep little spots. They're not too bad, all considered. Let's see if you can see in there. Get a profile shot. So I mean, these are. I mean, they might be a 1/4 inch deep. You know, a lighter hull, this would have been another story, but it looks like we're still punching into glass and resin, so that's good. This should be pretty superficial stuff. We're gonna fill it with glass again, cover it, and then be back in the water going. So I think we can get in and out pretty quick. But yeah, this is kind of what we're seeing right now. And it looks like most of it's pretty much the forward half. So I think we did pretty good all in all, actually. But yeah, that's it. So we'll get into fixing it here tomorrow and go from there. I'm gonna buy extras too, so we can just have them.
Okay.
But I'll need 2 of these. 1 prop zinc. They did pretty good. This one this one always gets eaten up. This one's good. So yeah, I mean, it's already.
Should we just replace them?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it just as
them?
out. You know,
Yeah.
it's fucking. I don't have to dive them.
Yeah.
You know, so. Yeah. So we got. We'll get 1, 2, 3, 4.
The strap scrubbed that off.
Well, at least something good.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's fine. I'll probably get another one. That one's easy to do in the water. I don't think I'll do that.
It's literally right below the water line.
Yeah, that one's easy. It's not a whole lot. That's only really protecting this and stay probably.
Yeah.
But it's wood.
What?
Oh, it's a chunk of wood. Got stuck in there. I was like, what the fuck? I thought it was a frame.
Oh, it rubbed on the dock for a second there when we were spinning it around.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I pushed it away, but
No, not on you.
yeah, there's only so much I could do. Yeah.
One reason I like this hull is because you can see it's all full keel, but it slowly slopes up. So basically we hit from like here to here, which is kind of the low point, not the lowest point. My concern was hitting that rudder, fouling it. As you can see, our prop is completely protected, which is really cool. I knew the prop was out of danger. Let's see here. And all the hardware hinges look good. Rudder shaft looks fine. We knew that. We knew the rudder shaft was fine, but the hardware looked good. So yeah, mainly it's just really just here to there. And so yeah, we're basically getting it out. Bottom paint looks pretty good. It's been sitting in the water for a year. Most of the green stuff you see is just the gunk. We had a pressure washer and it came out, but this is all pretty smooth. So yeah, that was one thing this boat had a bottom. A couple of years ago, let's see, 2 years. I think the bottom's like a little over 2 years old now. It was a year old when we got it, and most of its time was out on the water, so I didn't have much time on the water at all. And then we were up on the river for a little bit. So yeah, so far the bottom looks good. So yeah, we're just gonna scuff this up, hopefully get some hands in on it when we do it, and do another coat before we get her back in the water. And then we expect not to have her out until hopefully when we're in a warmer climate. So goal this summer still is to get down to Mexico. So that'll hopefully next haul out a couple years from now, that'll be in a warmer, cheaper place. So yeah, I'm gonna get on this now, see what I can make a mess of. And I will jump in and say we're just showing this to show it. Any purists out there, I'm not a fiberglass guy, not a how-to fiberglass. The difference between knowing how to fiberglass basics and being able to do real nice glass work. So, for you in the comments, save your energy. This isn't a how-to fiberglass, it's just gonna fix some superficial stuff. See here, the weather's just crappy. It's supposed to be almost May here in Washington, but no one told the weather. It just sucks out. Hey, she's harmless.
Oh, you got lucky.
That is pretty good.
You got lucky.
That is pretty good.
Fuck, I'd have left that for another season.
I thought about it. I didn't already. Ah, fuck.
We didn't already plan on painting it. We didn't probably know where to paint, so I fucking almost put it back in.
It's probably better off just to get it done.
Yeah. Well, hopefully by the time next time I'm on the bottom, I'm in fucking Mexico. So sick of this fucking weather, dude. Oh my god. Dana! Hey! Powered off. Oh, dude, yeah, this thing's fucking nice.
Saves back and shoulders.
Dude, it's so light. My hands are so fucked up, it doesn't even hurt my hands.
But I mean, this way, you're going to be back in the water in a day.
Yeah, I think I can get this. If I can get this scuffed and get some glass on it tonight, I'm hoping that at least.
That Duraglass right there, you'll be sanded within an hour.
Yeah, I got a freaking.
Especially with that sander.
Yeah, I've got another hour or something. All right, you can see here my buddy John stopped by, and first just to BS and see the damage of what I did against the rocks. But then he jumped in, started pulling some stuff out. I was just gonna glass it, you know, kind of traditional, but he's got some cool tricks and fillers and stuff, so we ended up doing that. He showed me a thing or two here, which is great. Stop by, love having the help, love having buddies in the boatyard. So John stopped by. He also let me borrow that sweet vac sander you guys saw me running around in, which was a huge help. So it was super cool. Thanks, John. If you're watching this, I got to give a huge shout out. It's awesome to have someone like him in. He does a lot of finished work, a lot of really cool detailed stuff. He's awesome what he does. So I gotta give him some love. So if you do want to check out what he does, he's actually building a race trimaran, but fully fitting it out with all functions, everything. It's really cool. Go check out his Instagram. We're gonna drop the link below. You'll be impressed. He does some cool shit. Thanks again, John. There's old filler in here.
What?
I think there's old filler in here too.
Really?
Yeah, right next to it.
So it's probably hit bottom
It's
before.
probably hit before, yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but it's gonna have another.
Okay, this is technically day 2. I don't know if you can even hear me because the grinder's so loud, but we already have the damage filled in, and so now he's sanding, and then we're gonna sand the rest of the bottom to do bottom paint. But it's crappy out, and yeah, we hate being on the hard, and you can't stay in your boat even though we live on it here. They like don't allow it at all, so we have to stay somewhere else, so that kind of sucks. And we had to borrow a car, and it was a whole thing. And so yeah, we just can't wait to get out of here. It looks like we might be able to get out a little sooner than we thought, but we'll see how the grinding goes, getting the paint scuffed and then painting. This is a huge bottom. But the damage isn't as bad as we thought, so that's good. And it's kind of funny actually, because it seems like this boat may have already hit bottom before, because we found a couple of spots that they just kind of painted over it, but they were like bigger chunks than what we even had. But yeah, It's actually kind of just a little bit reassuring, if anything. I don't know if you can even hear me because this grinder is so loud. Or sander, not grinder, sander. Also, we didn't video the boat being pulled out of the water because it was really hectic, and it was kind of freaky actually, because we've been in like a 4, 5, maybe even 6-day windstorm. It's been small craft advisory every day. Today's the first day that we haven't had wind in like 6 days. And so there was wind and current, and so it was a nightmare getting into the slings in order to get the boat out of the water. So we didn't really video it because it was just really stressful. And we're like well into spring here, and it's not supposed to be this crappy out, but thank you, Washington. It's been awful, and we just can't wait to get back in the water. It's just been really stressful. I can't wait to be done with this already. But yeah, we'll be videoing along the way and showing how not fun this is.
So I'm gonna go get some barrier coat.
Okay.
It's gotta be about 50 degrees to use it, and 50's at noon. You need like 4 or 5 hours, 5, 6 hours, and we have 50 degrees from like noon to 7. So we're like right in there. So I want to at least get this going, but I wanted to scuff so the shit's not falling in the barrier coat.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I'm gonna go get that. All right, so a little update. We're in day 2, so not too bad. Day 2, we're scuffed and ready for paint tomorrow. Damage is repaired, barrier coat's on, so that'll seal in the glass that was exposed, and then now we're gonna go over and do 2 coats of bottom paint tomorrow. We did a rough scuff on this because it wasn't actually that bad. We just want to do another layer before it went out, so that made this a lot easier. But yeah, so anyone keeping track, that's 2 days. Half a day yesterday, fixed this. So yeah, we're making pretty good time. Buddy John stopped by. You'll probably see him in the video. Let me borrow his kick-ass sander, so that was cool. So we had our little orbital, had no business on a boat bottom, but had that hooked up, a little tiny one hooked up. Steph took that one, I took the big one. We went and scuffed it down. But yeah, so this is the bottom taped, and so yeah, we freaking got that all done. Steph cleaned the hull, all the freaking sea foam gump when we pulled it out. If you saw it, stuff looked hideous. So yeah, and then this is that barrier coat. I'll shoot that out real quick. Oh, there's the bottom side, dent free. That's what we want to see. There's a couple little things you can see of paint chipping from the old layers. There's a couple layers on this that it'll get a strip job probably when we're in a warmer climate, but for now, yeah, we just went across, scuffed it, taped it, and yeah, she'll be ready tomorrow first thing morning. Day 3, we're hoping to get 2 coats, do a stand move, and hopefully day 4 be back in the water.
First coat done. Just one more to go. See if we have enough paint. We used up 2 full cans. We weren't planning on that, so let's see.
So here we're running over to the shop. This actually used to be the old boatyard I used to work in before we left, and my old boss used just completely opened his shop up to us. Let us use anything we need. Was just a huge help. Order materials, a bunch of stuff, which made this process way better for anyone who's actually been stuck in a boatyard. So I got to give him a shout out. I mean, he had no problem helping any way he could too. So if you are in the Port of Everett, you ever need work done, go check out Puget Sound Composites. Go talk to Brian. He does awesome guy. He'll hook you up. He does great work. I can do nothing but recommend those guys. But yeah, they did great. Just opened their doors to us, and it was awesome. And then here you see he's putting some paint on. Also, you got me, Steph, and my dad came down, grabbed some paint, just helped us roll it on. My folks were just huge help in this too, honestly. So we didn't really explain it before, but they actually let us crash on their boat. That's where we stayed, so we didn't have to get a big hotel. So it was it's awesome. We had a lot of help when we were down here.
Never really know just what you want.
All right, so getting back in the water today. Today's Sunday. Keeping track, we hauled out Thursday. So we got this done in 3 days. Keel repair. There's chunks, we'll show you. You've probably seen that before. Chunks missing. Fix the fiberglass. Barrier coat. 2 coats, or sanded the old paint, leveled it all out, and then 2 coats. Bottom paint and zinc change. So here it is. I don't know if this GoPro will do it justice, but it looks pretty good. As for the damage spot, it's over here. Let's see if I can even get in there and show you. So there's some stick bait you can see I piled on. There was a spot here, a couple here, and then there was a bunch down here, basically. I don't know if you can see it. You can see little uneven spots, but that's actually just old paint. So we just scuffed this one. We didn't knock down all the old paint. It's extra barrier. The old paint's, I don't think, even 2 years old, and it spent most of its life on the hard. So from the previous owner. So we knocked the flaky stuff off, sanded it down, all the loose stuff, and then went back over the bottom of the keel and just stacked it up. So those uneven spots are just paint layer, but all the spots that were smooth were actually where the damage was. So the damage spots look better than some of the big spans. I just didn't have time to get there and do that, but yeah. So 3 days, 3 hard days kicking it. Just got here, knocked it out, and I'd say 2 really full days, because the first half day we had to get a car, all that stuff, And then today we just kind of been waiting for haul out. I already got the stand move done. And so for those that don't know, when you paint a bottom, you basically have to paint everything, and then you have them come out and they literally scoot the stands back, and then you paint the little squares as they go. So that's a stand move, so it doesn't take long, but you got to go back and paint. Yeah, we got everything clean, sanded. I love seeing the bottom of a clean hull. We zinc coated the freaking prop, so everyone's wondering why it looks primered. It is not. Steph got up there and acetoned all the river grime. We got hit with some sea foam and it just browned it. For anyone noticed, it's getting worse and worse. So now that we're getting some nicer weather soon, hopefully, I'll finally buff this hull, and then we will be doing this stripe here in black here soon. But we've been waiting for, again, weather. So in Washington we get 10 months of rain, 2 months of sun usually. So all of our projects you can't. Otherwise, even if it says no rain, as soon as you pull a paintbrush out, it starts raining. So yeah, so that's it. We got it done. We're gonna splash here in a couple hours, and then we're gonna relax, and I'm gonna have a drink and enjoy it. But yeah, it's been 3 rough days. The kids have been good. Steph was out here just trashing it with me. Had some friends stop by and help out. It was cool. Yeah, so that's it. We're gonna get splashed here in a second. Just want a little update and a little walk around of the boat. In the end, it was a real hard couple days to get all this done at once and have it ready to go back in the water. But we got it done with a lot of help from friends and families. I'm so grateful that you guys helped us out. Anyone who came along, any way you helped is huge. So with that, she's all done. She's fixed. Valhalla is back, ready to get back out there. We're not gonna let this stop us. So we're back and gonna be continuing on. So thanks for watching.